Did you have dreams when you left school that you could be a singer?
I had dreams from school.
Right.
I thought that I could sing. Like I said before, I loved the way that it made me feel. And I made the mistake of telling the careers teacher. And for a lot of young people, black, working class, if you from the estate, these things are seen as a negative. And you go to school and you tell those very white middle class teachers, for me, that you have dreams and ambitions outside of what people would deem your class, your race. I mean, they just look at you with complete and utter scorn. So I told the careers teacher, she basically laughed at me as if to say that I was reaching way too high. She asked me nothing about my ability as a singer or anything, just saw that I wanted to sing. And obviously that was something that was beyond me because of the way that I looked and my circumstance. I was working class, I was black, immigrant parents, I wasn't going to make as anything, much less a singer.
Yeah. The system's like that, and funny enough, when I first heard you sing, and when I knew you was coming on, and I thought back, very much related to that story. I came from I'm a white male, but came from an estate. Came from an estate, and the school was the same. The system was the same.
It's working class.
So I was going to get decent GCSEs, right? Yeah. But in my school, you didn't really get decent GCSEs. And so at that point, they said you need to get a job. And when I first heard your music, I was underneath a car, in a car garage for 2 weeks, because that was what my school kind of thought was my ceiling. It was my ceiling. It was like, if you get a job at that place, you can get it for 40 years, You can have that job forever. They never let you go. And after 1 hour, I realised that wasn't going to be my...
And they didn't even look at what would be your predicted results or anything, because that
in particular what they didn't
no
do.
Love. And that is the key. There is absolutely no love. And when there's no love, there's no respect.
Yeah.
There's no well-being, there's no care. Just like you say, no love. And underneath all of that, no care, no love, no respect. And they think that you don't have ambition. And what's sad is that they think that it's their job to thwart your ambition. Yeah, and that is just and you're at school and you think, if I'm this age and you're already trying to teach me to accept less than I'm worth, it's very, very sad. And I think if you looked at me like I was your daughter, you would never accept that for your daughter.
Yeah. Although I think it becomes contagious, because my grandma, when I got my degree, so I then went on and did a degree, and my grandma, when I got the degree, then tried to drag me back down again and tried to get me a job as a butcher. And I think the system then, people just get indoctrinated. And then it's all around you if you're not careful.
I think as well, sometimes people can't imagine a situation that they haven't been in. So for your grandmother, it's like, well, you got that degree, but what does that mean? Because her experiences of degrees and what they can lead to, she doesn't have that.
Yeah, exactly.
So she thinks to herself, if you want to work and be in a job and make some money, butchery is a good, decent, stable job, and she doesn't know what you can do with a degree, and that's what's really quite sad, because at least you can say about your grandmother, she did care for you, and she was working in ignorance. But the teachers, that is just malice. I can understand with your grandmother, because sometimes they think to yourself, if you reach too high and you fall, and they're just like,
it's true.
she's trying to be the cotton wool for you. But the teachers, they're concrete.